So is it back? I don't know where it went for so long. I don't know if it's back yet or not. It looks like it's back. Of course the stream restarted. I didn't get a sound alert at all. What the heck? Are my sound alerts busted? Well, that's a... Where's that at? Try something. Make sure it's working right. Oh, there we go. Unclog the drain. There, I fixed that too. I hate it when everything just crashes and burns. Oh my goodness. Clearly not. Okay, it's back again. Driving me insane. I don't know what's going on. It's not raining or anything. Unless it is, I can't hear it. It just sounds like I only hear the fan. Now it's raining in the game. But like, we don't have satellite. I don't ever understand why that's a big deal. I still have had my key. forgot to get me. Good teamwork, guys. Mako, why would you go there? Oh, well, because she's got this all thing. Evaporated with that cringe. I've been back, not very long, I don't think. Mysore. Where did that power come from? Aqua, could you just do anything? Why did she just not flamethrower and let me die? We're here. The bottom. I am Palkia! I control the fabric of space itself! And this is my space! My territory! And all those who violate the spatial rift, I will destroy no matter who it is! But, your regret comes too late. There is no escape. Bong! Where did that come from? How are we gonna defeat such dude? Yikes! Water ball. Oh, he has water balls? He was making sure it was working. The chat box does not seem to be working, though. Do I not have... I don't have any throwable weapons. Focus Blast! Man, Sword and Ice Light did jack all. You just keep spamming Spatial Rend. Okay, we'll take it. I've been defeated. Lamest fight ever. I know. It's pretty horrible. Palkia wants to join the team. The god of space. You defeated me. It is not the strong that win. Good God. Make it another great day, but Palkia, stop breaking the stream.
Brought to you by Raycon. Oh my god, I'm tired of fixing everything. You're joking at me, thanks. Alright, let's finish that up. Iron. Never really used any of those, which I probably should have. Goodness gracious. Alright, so now that that's done. I love how freaking... I hate the Palkia boss fight because there's nothing stopping his AI from just spamming Spatial Rend over and over and over and over again. Now that that's all settled. Luminous Spray. Voice, blah blah blah. Wait. I still can't evolve? What? What do I do next? And I'm losing frames again! I don't get what's happening and why it's happening so badly. Okay, so we have one... There's another thing we have to do, apparently, and that's... There's another cutscene that happens in a couple of days after Palkia appears. Because apparently we still need to be the starters for this, for what's happening coming up. Which makes sense for what it's going to have us do. So I guess we just proceed as always and for another few game days. There's one more cutscene that I guess has to happen while we're in this form. I just like the game to last long enough for me to go ahead and do that. We're trying to unlock the ability to evolve the starters. didn't want to take that, but... Never been to Oblivion Forest before. Well, let's go ahead and do some of these other jumps. If it'll stay connected long enough. I'd like to do that tonight before we're done. If we ever come back again to playing more. I hate that when they get knocked out, they technically leave the roster. Only level 48? Why? Why? Getting angry! Caution. Whoa, what? The heck? I can't take that. That's way too difficult. Because we keep getting disconnected! The music changed like 2 octaves. I don't understand. I've done everything. Exactly. Yes. I don't understand what is happening. I wish I could turn to Bobobo. My life would be a lot simpler. Ooh, I'm glad I dodged the sludge. We just gotta pass a couple of days. We got roses. We got Dokis in here. Well, that's true at least, I guess. Why does that need a Rand doing so much damage to me? This area is full of Dokis. What is that? Oh, it's Sceptile. Yo, the boy Sceptile. I always thought it would have been cool if in some way that Grovyle had returned from the future and was like a party member, you know? Oh, that little shimmy and wiggle he did. Muhammad Ali, what? I find it weird that I think I always only leveled up once this stream. Thank you. Post time skip Grovyle. Like he somehow gets sent back to the future, or sent back from the future, and joins the party up again. Like that would have been a cool post-game character. Wait, hold on, BRB. Alright, well, I'll be here. I mean, technically, the only thing left to do is max out my rank, you know? Fire! Rattata is dead. The way he moves his arm to use Slam is actually kind of cool looking. Oh, Munchlax. Where'd he go? These Pokemon never remember any of these skills that they learned. Did my stream crash? I think I'm okay. Oh, yeah, I did an S. No! He used the Doom Seed on Aqua. That's awful. Should we level right back up, though? God, leave Aqua alone! I hate this place. What a freaking slap to the face these stupid traps are. The traps are like the worst part of the... What are there Kabutos here? What is this layout? No, 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 don't start spamming Earth Power. God, can I freeze hit anything? God dang it! I'm trying, Sora, you won't use it! Thank God. That's so dirty. Put Trapinch in the corner and have it use Earth Power. Wait! Trapinch can learn Earth Power in this game? Did I evolve Ice Slate early for nothing? No! No! I didn't know Trapinch could learn that in this. Good God. Jiminy. Gotta put everyone back in the party again. Oh, just Aqua. Is it because it's based off of Platinum's moveset? $65?! What the hell?!
Bruh.
Yes. Bruh. Let's just go for some easy missions. I don't think I can take any more mentally taxing stuff. Trapinch in the corner with freaking Earth Power is so not fair. He gets 3 more? How? Level what? What in the world is this game? Oh, he's on crack. Game Freak was. Just keep having a look around, I guess. Once we can evolve, as sad as it'll be, that'll be the end of the stream. I swear. You still asking about Stantler? Last being Fissure at level 89. Fissure's not even good. I'll be glad though that this game. I'm kind of glad that this game is ending though. It's been a very fun ride. It seems weird to say like, oh, I'm glad it's ending, but it's like, you know, it's had its moment, and it's been a very glorious moment. More so than I could say for replaying the other Mystery Dungeon game, you know. Like, think about that. Like, I didn't even do the post game for the other one. I didn't even bother looking it up. I just said, if you guys want me to play it, I'll play it, but... Sora's new mental disease. If you weren't already enough of a character, Sora. I just wish there was a reason to recruiting things in this game, because it just feels like it's not that big of a deal. Since so much of the game is designed around your partners, I mean, you and your partner, and like no other story party members. Eight and 12. Discovers light this time. I don't know, Sora. Venomoths and other Pokemon that freaking spam AoE moves that all have a chance of raising stats and then just continue to do it suck. Like, it's the most bullcrap mechanic in this game. Like, it's just so dumb. I hate that the AI can do that. Like, sure, there's nothing preventing them from doing it, but still. Alright, I have enough Gibbles now. That's pretty bad, but I feel like the enemy AI doesn't really get a chance to use that very much. I wish Granbull was a better Pokemon. Even today's standards. Like, I get being Fairy makes it a little bit better, but still. And Prigin exists, but... I feel like I never run into those mechanics as much as I run into freaking AoE spammers that get their speed boosted with the AoE move and then get to continue doing it over and over again until they run out of speed boosts. That's like the worst. Explosion team, run! Focus blast. Thanks, Aqua. I clearly couldn't hit the thing right in front of my face. Fire! What the... What? Oh my god.
Fire!
Fire, indeed. I think I one attack. What? Nice shot, Sora. That is Sora a better mover than Water Pulse, if we really ever played much more past this point. Like, there's plenty of other optional dungeons to try, just for the fun of it, but, like, I don't know if I'll do them on stream. It just really depends on what people want to see. Like, it's been a great time reliving Memory Lane, like, by playing through this, as well as seeing, while limited, the new things this game had. Palkia really was the problem. Just need run! Focus Blast. Get him, Sora. Blast him. That works too. Nice job, Isolate. That's true. But it was really fun when Gyarados blasted away that freaking Gyarados with Lock-On Bullet Seed combo. Like, I didn't even think of that. I mean, as soon as I saw him do Lock-On his own, I went ahead like, okay. Then let me just make him do Bullet Seed. Oh boy, Graveler rocks. Another great day. Oh, here we go. Hey, you two! What's wrong, Chatot? What's the big hurry?
Ah! The beach! At the beach! Is there something wrong with the beach? Manaphy! Manaphy came back! My baby! You mean the Manaphy we looked after? It's him! That's the one! Hurry to the beach! Yes! There is my baby boy! Manaphy! The best ending. The happy parents. Rim, Aqua. Manaphy! Rim, you finally found the milk and cigarettes! You're really that little Manaphy? Yep. I grew big in the sea. It's all because of you, Rim and Aqua. Oh, you remembered us. Of course, I didn't forget you. Not once, not ever. The best ending. The goodest ending, indeed. I missed you. Oh, so cute. Group hug. Wow, I remember this place. I hatched here, didn't I? Yeah, you're right. This is where we came to know each other. I'm surprised you can remember that. We Manaphy have the ability to remember where we hatched, so I've been told. If we go up in the sea, we go back to where we hatched by instinct. Mr. Walrein taught me that. How impressive. This is where I was hatched, so I felt the urge to come back here. Well then, now that you've returned, what will you do now, Manaphy? Now name your child. I was told I have to decide that on my own. Well, I thought really hard about this and other things. I have to return the favor, Minaqua. Don't you travel and explore over the world? I really wish I could help you when you go out on your adventures. May I please be a member of Team Petra? Well, duh. Don't worry! I'm grown up! I won't get sick like before! You don't want me? Of course we want you to stay with us! Imagine remembering being born. Right, Rim? Of course. No! Of course! Really? Really I can? Yeah, I did it! Oh my god. I'll do my best to make you proud, Rem. If you need me, please call me at the assembly. I'll come running. Oof, what do we name freaking Manaphy? Well, I could name it something more original, or I can name it one of the names. Your first assignment is to kill God. Name your child! Here's an Oranberry. Good luck. This music is up to you and only you. Well, let's see. Since he is a boy, he did say he was a boy. It's not like it's a girl. In my story, Rim and Aqua have 2 sons. I could name him after one of them. One of them's Cain and one of them's Isaac. I don't know which name would seem better. It's up to you guys, though. Well, what do you think? Those are the only 2 things that are in my head at the moment, because it's their kid, essentially. Sort of. I don't know. There's no drink left. I'm sad. This music is super good, though. I don't know which one fits better. I don't either. I'll go with Cain, I guess. It doesn't seem like it fits a Manaphy, but I don't care. Who cares? It is the semblance of it. Vote cat. Oh, that's true. We have Cain and Isaac. I guess I'll just go with Cain. I already wrote it. Since it's kind of a tiebreaker situation anyway. It doesn't really fit Manaphy, but it doesn't matter. That's cute. Oh, and then that's it. That's it. That's all we have to say. Manaphy gets named, and that's it. No more cutscene. I think it's adorable, though, that Manaphy came back. Ayo, opinion validated. Well, when you both pick the opposite option, I literally have to pick one or the other. Which I'm back to again, the square one.
Okay, so I think the last thing that needed to happen was Manaphy's coming back, and then we can evolve. Probably because we had to stay as these forms to have that happen. Like I lean toward Kane just because in the canon, Kane has water abilities, which makes him more of Aqua's son than Rim's. The other son doesn't. So they seek evolution. What Pokemon is evolution? Why? Wait. What else must I do? What else must I do, my lord? Stay at home, son. I'm gonna age up 20 years and come back. How does this work? What do I do? What do I need to do now? What the frick are you? Ah! 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 We thought we were a goner while training here. The waves carried us. I haven't seen Dugtrio in forever. For months, we've drifted on the waves, cut off from all contact. Well, the first time Manaphy shows up, it is before Zero's nightmare. In all truth, that is really an exaggeration. We were merely splashed by the waves on the shore. While we floundered, we were frankly saved by these kindly strangers. We're Team Raider! Yo, it's them! We never fail at getting the treasure we set our sights on. Honored to meet you. We found these fellows drowning in the surf, so we hauled them out. I haven't been here for a long time. I wonder, is Wigglytuff as lively as ever? Everybody knows Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff knows everybody. And then that's it. That's it. Oh, just casual on the beach. Hey, it's us, Team Raider. Okay, what else do I have to do? What else? I've got Palkia. I've got Manaphy. What else do I gotta do? More waiting. We have to unlock the Marine Resort. These answers are so bad. Do I have? I think I might have to spend a day. What? Okay, whatever. Which one is Diglett's father? I need answers, Rim! So they aren't a hive mind. Oh, well, I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, let's just go finish some more jobs, I guess. We gotta advance time, I guess. I just want to freaking evolve and be done. Of course, a little tiny net. Oh my god, no. You stop having new ideas, it's unhealthy. That sounds pretty cool though, Ice. Yet you've yet to share any of them with us. Okay. We've had so many of this playthrough, haven't we? I'm scared of negative criticism. But you'll never get positive criticism if you don't take the plunge. Oh man, those orange berries. I was scared and I took the plunge, and you know what? No one, hardly anyone's even read it yet. I think Ramirez is the only one. And honestly, that's way worse than reading it and having negative criticism. Is no one reading it at all. And that's what I'm dealing with right now. Oh yeah, oh, you did. Pink gummy. Oh, okay. I had no idea. Shows me. Geo Pebble. I need to stop gambling. These items suck. Alright, I want to get gummies. Give me some gummies. I'm just getting orange berries like out the bazingas. Alright, I'm done. Like the world's worst critic. Oh god, stop. Dude, why can't I hit him? Just load. Just do that. Is that your way of saying it's bad? Oops. Oh, well, I mean, that's not necessarily something negative. When you said it like that, I'm just like, well, Ice has had no trouble critiquing my stuff before. Wait, why did that... Oh, the other one must have been a critical hit. Just you to find anything you talk about, right? I mean, that's fair. I mean, I think Ramirez tries to stretch to find something to talk about, and that's fine. Liking how much it What do you mean by that? I think I'm confused with what you mean exactly by that. Cause I almost feel like I just read it wrong like an idiot. No, there's all these orange berries that I bought in another universe that someone just snatched up and put in a bag. Because I'm trying to remember, because I put a lot of work into rewriting the first few chapters. Some of the later rewrites, they weren't as extensive because I didn't feel the need to change as much with them outside of the dialogue and some use of words and sentence structure. I probably could have been even more thorough, but my thought was like, this isn't even probably going to be a final rewrite because I'd obviously be changing it again in the future, like if I ever was going to go really in depth with it, so... Super obvious masters. Oh, okay. The move failed to impact Hitmonchan. Mega Punch. Can you just... Thank you. Oh, I don't have any whites left. Iron Thorns, ignore, protect. Oh. I'll try to remember that next time. I think I forgot how much I referenced certain things, because like not as a kid, but when I was younger, I did a lot of that. It's like not entirely proud of it necessarily, but like there we go. Got him. Basically, I just was like kind of ashamed. It's like I'm not gonna try and hide something that clearly isn't my creation as my own. I don't exactly remember very clearly what the references were myself, but welcome back, Sora. If there were still references left over, it definitely was just because I just did not clean them up very well. Because, obviously I can't escape the sins of my past, but at the same time, I was trying to redo it. Dang it! I was hoping to get Senna. It's making it very difficult. I don't know why it's so annoying. Maybe it's because I was so used to something that I just didn't feel like a reference anymore. Like, I want to redesign Rim, because so much of Rim's design is just based off of Link initially. Like, obviously I've modified it and tweaked it over the years, but it doesn't escape the fact that that's what it was originally based off of that. Because we all kind of do that, I think, when we're younger. And I was like, I had committed to that being his design for so long, I just kept it for consistency's sake. trust me, I got stuck for a long time before I finally managed to pick my stuff back up. I think part of it was just having been so creatively drained for so long. During the entire period of my relationship, I didn't do a lot of creative outlet because it was mostly. Thank God for False Swipe. Being creative is really hard. It's like, I try not to reference too many things, but it's like, I feel like some things are just inevitably will be referenced, and things are just going to be inevitably be similar to something else that already exists, and it's just like, it's hard. So I just focus on being entertaining and fun with it. I definitely forgot about the different types of references I had, but like, you know. Like, I definitely hope it kind of starts feeling more creative. I feel like, so here's the thing, I kind of want to get your opinion on it now, Ice, because Ramirez isn't as descriptive with that kind of thing, and I definitely have been trying to get a different opinion. No offense to Ramirez at all. I don't mean that. It's just his level of critiquing is not the same as yours, and for the first 3 chapters, I kind of felt like. Now, granted, this is. You're supposed to run! Get him. Yo, the Giga Drain. That one move I needed him to do. Oh, that was not the good move. Type-wise, yes, but. I'm already offended, it's fine. No! That's not what I mean! It's a valuable trait to have! I don't mean it that way. I felt like, especially rewriting them, that the first 3 chapters were, kind of felt very disjointed, personally. Well, maybe not so much. Okay, I'm thinking more so just kind of the flow of the first 3. Like, I feel like the flow, especially with number 3, like, I felt like it felt like a lot of information to process too soon, and that's definitely a crime of having the original story being written for a completely different audience that already knows information. So it was, I don't know. I don't know how it felt to someone who didn't know anything about it. So, and it's something I definitely would want to tweak in the future. But like, I left it the same story flow as I originally wrote it because I didn't want to have to restructure the first several chapters just because, you know, because like, I'm like, you know, I'm working with the sins of my past, pretty much. I'm trying to work with the mistakes I already did, but just make them less mistakes in terms of storyboarding. I definitely did not have a lot of storyboarding practice when I did that originally. So it doesn't feel as, I don't know if it feels as cohesive. Or if it's just like too much at once. I don't know. I don't know if what I'm trying to ask is coming through very well or not. I hope I gotta spend a couple more days advancing time. Or just maybe with just one day. Let's just go over to Luminous Spring and see. Like, I didn't want to change the structure of the original story, even though I wasn't 100% satisfied with it anymore, because one, I didn't know how I would restructure it right away anyway, without messing up the flow of things, but also I just didn't want to change it so that people who already read in the initial run, let's say Ramirez before the rewrites, I didn't want to change it, and then all of a sudden the story going forward is inconsistent. Relationship of events. Yeah, it's definitely something that if I had, I wish when I originally, it's a bit of a problem with the media writing and love writing. Yeah, I definitely don't feel like the early chapters did a great job for me. That's why rewriting them was extremely difficult the first, like, 4 or 5. It was really difficult because I couldn't get the pacing right. Oh, yes, of course. Okay, still can't do it. Okay, just gotta pass a few more days, hopefully. It's been difficult for me. It's like, because when I first initially wrote a lot of those early chapters, they weren't really focused on developing the characters very well, and I'm struggling to put it in there where I can, and it was difficult. It was very difficult to do. Like, so I definitely am more interested in hearing how my story carries itself more past, say, chapter 9. Because that's where I really started changing the direction of things. I obviously tried to restructure all the chapters 1 through 8 to be better at it, but it was kind of hard to change it too much without keeping it inconsistent anymore. Yeah, that's what my problem is too. Like, my initial setup. I'm not super happy with the first 3 chapters. I felt like my pacing was really off, and because I didn't know what I was doing with it at first. Oh, these are both in Serenity River. I'll take both of them. But, I guess I'll be more interested in what you have to say about more of the chapters going forward. Chapters 1, 2, and 3 are the ones I really forget about. I really worked very hard trying to restructure chapter 1. Like, I put a lot of work into fixing it, despite having the storyboarding done. I took a lot of time for me for 1. 2, a little bit. I think I probably spent too much time on the wrong characters in it, but, like, I don't know. He wants to help Kabuto. I don't have a Geodude to do this request with. Sorry, we don't have a Geodude on our team. But I don't know. It's so hard to improve on writing when you don't have any kind of feedback. Like, I'm glad that you liked them. I really am. Like, I'm glad it wasn't like, oh, I'm just kind of being nice by saying it because I know you want to hear. Like honestly, like if it's something doesn't sound like it's going well or it's doing bad, I'd rather someone tell me now so I can fix it early. Well, that's the problem. See, okay. I'm gonna start the level first. My problem with my quote-unquote storyboarding. What? Oh. Alright, Sora can stay, because Sora's the highest level. Sorry, Sora. My initial... Oh, I had not been here before. This is the problem that happened. I had a lot of storyboarding in my head when I first did the start of the story, which is now 11, almost 12 years ago now, when I first started it, and I didn't take enough notes. So I come back to the story, and I'm like, where was I going with the story next? I had a plan. And, like, the first several chapters were meant to be more lighthearted in a way, or not as cohesively tied, because it's supposed to be, like, kind of like what you... To give a good comparison, let's say if you're watching a superhero cartoon, the first several episodes are just going to be, like the episode of the week type of deal, and not an overarching plot just yet. Like, you're setting up things, and establishing things, and that's kind of what I was going with. But then it's like I didn't remember what arc I was going with after that, so I didn't remember how to bridge it. So, like, everything after chapter 10 is like, alright, I'm just gonna kind of wing it and just go with one of the things I had and hope that was the one I was going with. Because, like, I would obviously restructure the first several chapters for sure from the ground up if I really was, but, like, I just didn't have the time to fix it that depthly. So I'm definitely way more interested in hearing feedback for the chapters after chapter 9. Shouldn't be an adventure would break that tradition and start for something really important. That's true, The thing is, since I was taking it like at a slow pace initially to establish a few things, it's like, you're gonna start writing Utopia? Oh, that's exciting. Like, I had to establish it because like the idea of something suddenly happening would be just kind of weirdly paced, but like I referenced things a lot sooner in this. But I don't remember what stuff has been referenced yet, so I don't want to spoil the stuff. Pointing. Oh boy, here we go. Ice pointing at Xenoblade again. Did you all of that fantastically? Fair point. I mean, like, Xenoblade does a great job at what it does. Like, I can't deny that. So it's like... The problem is, see, the beginning of the story is working with the limitations of my initial storyboard, and since I don't remember all of it anymore, it's kind of hard to hold myself to it when I don't remember it. Why is White Slash so inaccurate? Other than X. Well, X isn't even fully a Xenoblade title, right? It's like kind of like like the Monolith kind of adopted it in a way, right? But I don't know. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, I had a fresh idea with the arc going forward after Chapter 9. So what you'd see after that. Granted, I didn't start rewriting again until Chapter 11, but Chapter 10 is kind of like almost feels like a bridge chapter. And I heavily rewrote Chapter 10 as well, so that one I put a lot more work into rewriting as well, because of the nature of what that chapter is. So, man, all these Bob Roach want to join. Well, to give you an idea, Ramirez just named his Ramirez. I think it was Ramirez. I think he just titled it The Cleric. So I guess you could always just title yours The Vampire or The Vampire Chef. I don't know. Right? See, I didn't categorize my plot points very well. So I feel like, man, I really hope the idea I had before wasn't better than the ideas I have now, because good grief, otherwise, I'm gonna be in trouble. So it's been stressful. That's why I was kind of wondering how it looked. I was mostly wondering if it. Part of me thought I was going with the direction, kind of like, you know how Star Wars started off their franchise in the middle of the story with Episode 4. I kind of tried to restructure the story so that it kind of felt like that. I also massively changed a lot of characters from the early chapters, like Rim and Aqua, to be more approachable to new people. And I had to completely rework Rim's entire character because he came across more as a veteran pro who knew exactly what he's doing, and I'm like, that's not very compelling. At least in my opinion, it wasn't very compelling. I'm like, no one wants to deal with a protagonist that already's got their stuff together. They want to actually experience something with that. I hesitate calling him the protagonist because I feel like the other characters are just as important. But I guess technically he still is the protagonist. I just don't like feeling that conceited that I made a character named after me as a protagonist, which is not really what it's meant to be. But I know it comes across as that. Nice friend. Nice. A good doc of mine is called Isolate Origins. I was talking a little bit with Isolate because he read a couple of the chapters of my story, so I was talking a little bit about that, and getting his opinion on it. I'm just glad that despite those flaws, it still sounded like it was enjoyable, and that's what I was just worried about the most. Like, I'm like, okay, I can't fix the story structure. It's too much of... It's like trying to replace a skeleton. You can replace organs or skin or blood. You can't really replace a skeleton or a brain, really, but you know what I mean, analogy-wise. So it's like, I didn't know. I was just glad that even though I couldn't replace the structure, I could still replace other elements that could just still make it enjoyable. And that's what I was worried about. I already was frustrated with how much of an info dump the first couple of chapters were. But the one you enjoyed the most was Mr. Frost 1 and 2. Those ones was... That one was like my first big in that story, the first big villain part. And I had a lot of fun writing it. I rewrote it recently. I didn't change a whole lot about it, because I felt like it was pretty solid as it was. Again, aside from dialogue and fleshing out another character beforehand, but it doesn't change anything going forward, so it shouldn't be anything that was majorly missed. I didn't make it longer, I just changed how it came across. Yeah, I didn't... It was so cold the day I read it. I think the reason why I wrote it, the timing the way I did, is because the chapter takes place in the beginning of the summer, and it was like really hot, and I'm like, I just really want to cool off, so then you just bring the villain that is like super cold. I have nothing else to drink. I just... Oblivion Forest, can't go there. Crevice Cave, I don't know if I've been there. Reorganize my Google Docs. I gotta do that myself, too. That's how I start writing, I promise. I would say something like, would ask something like The Lost Wilderness. Happy Outlook. I don't even know if I've been to Happy Outlook. I feel like it's almost too soon to ask you if you have a favorite character, Ice, because it's only Chapter 3. I feel like I haven't given most of those characters enough time yet to develop. I feel like I should wait before I ask that. But granted, your experience was different than Ramirez's because you read the rewritten chapters, I'm assuming. It's awkward, don't worry. It's what's-his-face. That doesn't help me at all. Good old what's-his-face. I need to clear up inventory. This is definitely not the finale I expected to have. Ah! Freaking bones are cracking. Hold up, yeah, I didn't really think about how many characters I might pay. I don't know why I did that. Okay, so, a little bit of Raylu. Okay. That was actually, I guess that my attempted rewrite of him was good. Okay, Sora, I guess if you're eavesdropping, then... Yeah, I understand we talked about it. I'm kind of surprised. I think you're the first person so far I've asked that had Raylu as a favorite character so far. See, that was like... I've used Raylu since then in like the other roleplay I've been doing with my friends, but the story was like his premiere, so that was where I was definitely putting the most effort into him. I don't have a whole lot of... The whole group is new enough. Exactly. That's kind of... I haven't gotten a good chance at the early chapters to really flesh them out yet. So that's what I mean. I focused a lot more See, that's Ramirez basically said the same thing, I think, minus Raylu. It was Rim, Eric, Aqua. Because that's the thing, and when I first rewrote those chapters, those were the characters I already knew pretty well how to write, because they weren't fresh characters. It had been so long since I had made a fresh character. So... with the rewrite, I'm definitely trying to push it in more where I can, but I try putting a lot more on the individual characters, a lot more from like 9 on, like 10 onward, I guess. Both have their pros and cons, Sora, personally. I think both are good. Oh, anyway, I didn't finish what I was saying. The reason why, and I really kind of wish I could kind of go back a little bit and change that, but it's just kind of too late. Again, they're integrated too much into the skeleton, but I'll deal with the consequences of my actions, you know, as the meme goes, later, or as I go. Your fave is also Brett? Oh, okay. But, I'm glad to hear that. I'm kind of surprised. The thing is, where the characters originally were inspired of. So, Rim, Aqua, and Eric were all characters from my original... He's the one that shoots... Yeah, he's the long-range sniper character. With Rim, Aqua, and Eric, they were characters from that were pre-existing. They were already established, so readjusting them for the story was a little bit different. Raylu was a fresh character, but meant to seem like a veteran based on how the story goes. And their other 4, their origins of creation are very different. Now, what I used to do, I'm gonna actually focus and do storytelling. Probably be inside Sora's head, I'm not ready. So the characters that are Ralph, Sora, Kairi, and Brett, they are all based at the time. Now, I had a good friend of mine when I was growing up whose name was Brett, which is where the character's name comes from. And him and me basically did a lot of the glorified pretend that we did. I did the role play, but I did, like, you know, kind of real pretend with him. So I didn't know a lot about Kingdom Hearts at all, so I just want to preface it that I didn't really know much about them at all, like at all. So in the roleplay I used to do with my friend Brett, who I guess he was like my cousin. I didn't know that when I met him though. We had there was different characters that we had. Like, he played as this version of a character called Sora, which I didn't realize at first was Kingdom Hearts. He always had my sister play a character that was Kairi, and he always wanted her to play it as one way, but my sister put her own strong-willed twist on the character, which is where the Kairi's character comes from in the story. And Brett is just an interpretation of my friend, who he's kind of straight-faced sometimes, and it was the military bit was based off the fact that he was at the time was interested in pursuing a career in the military, and that's kind of where that comes from. And Ralph, the character, outside of Eric, Ralph was my very first original character that I had ever thought of, because Eric was initially based off of a long time ago as an evil version of Link in a really old roleplay I did, and restructured the idea of his character many times. But Ralph wasn't a completely original character when I created him. He was like a bounty hunter character he was just, his whole stick was that he was just cool. And he had, and skilled, kind of like how Boba Fett was kind of just cool, and that was really all you knew about him at first. And so those 4 characters were based off of those role plays I did with my friend. So that's why, 1, there's so many of them, and 2, where their names came from. If I was to rename someone, like, say, Sora, I would, or just remove a certain character. but I feel like Kairi's different enough. But like, so it's kind of hard to keep away from this character that is Sora when I don't know what Kingdom Hearts Sora is like. So I just don't know what I'm trying to keep him away from. So that's kind of where all those characters and the names and stuff came from. I didn't want to mean to go on super long about it, but they were essentially they were meant to be an homage to the games I used to play with my friend as a kid, which is why there were so many of them. My sister also helped me pick out certain character quirks for Kairi, which is why she seems to have a obsession with chocolate cake. I guess that was my sister's idea. She thought it would be funny to have a character that's super strong and serious, and then have a complete character weakness that is just chocolate cake. The OC Penguin Channel based off your plumping avatar. Oh, I have to take Slacking with me? Okay, I guess Sora's staying behind again. I'm sorry, Sora. Sora's writing anyway. It's okay. Sora's gonna stay at the bar and write with Ramirez or something. So yeah, after exhausting my mouth here, that's where all that stuff came from. I don't even know if my friend Brett even knows I made these type of stories with these type of characters in them, which is kind of depressing, but you know, but it was more so for me for the most part. I'm not upset about it, but it's just kind of sad in that way. I get that, because I felt like I was in a similar situation, because when I was, my memory remembered one character one way and they weren't actually that way. I had to kind of, they were designed over their like abilities over their personalities at first, and you know. Is there anything over here? There is not. I gotta get back over there. That's why a lot of the characters seem like they're mostly based... God, that was terrifying. Sure, yeah, no, you can join the team. So honestly, in a way, it's been kind of like fun experience trying to flesh out these characters and make their personalities a little more clear. I need to create more instances where their individual personalities shine more, and I'm trying to do that more, but it's kind of hard to inject it in the old chapters. So, like I said, I'm a lot more interested in hearing the later feedback of the later chapters. I started again when I picked it back up. But, either way, it's both forms of... What? Do Graveler Rocks not, Anyway, we'll just use that. Bye. Bye, Isolate. He's gone. I just kind of wish it wouldn't have affected. I wish I say as a kid, but I was still 18 or 19. It wasn't really a kid. I wish I had cared more about character development at the time than I did. It's like I didn't think much about how they would work as characters. I was more so trying to fill the quota I needed. Squirt to Swallow. Okay, so we got one more. my lord, really? Let me guess, the Big Apple probably got freaking gunked. Sure heck did! God, I came in here and lost so many apples just coming into this dungeon because of that. God, whatever. Alright, so I gotta find... Put on these extra specs. Oh, that was the outlaw. But anyway, forgive me for going on a bit of a rant. I've just been wanting to talk about it with somebody for a while. So whoa! My main story lacks a central theme. I guess I don't know. I can't comment on what I don't know about. Unless you're talking about Penguin Point. Give you... Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah. Dude, look at that expression on Slacking. Like... It's like... dude, it's like the freaking... it's like that one... It's like that freaking dude from Moana. That face he does. You know what I mean. The one where he's just kind of giving that kind of smug look. I don't know how to describe it, but like that. There's oh, banana! There you go. That clears up things. It's just that that works. I've never seen. Oh, okay, Slacking, you can join, I guess. Maui, that's who it is. He looks like Maui. Oh, I should have named him Maui. Oh, I wasn't thinking. Oh, hello, other me. Wait, who looked like that? Slacking did. It was just weird. But, what was I saying? He looked like he saw a good banana. Oh, Rem, Aqua! Good morning, are you awake? Who's our visitor? Oh, it's our son! How's it going, Kane? Hi, Rem, hi, Aqua, good morning! Hey, it's Kane, good morning. Oh, they're calling him by his name, too. What brings you back here so early in the morning? Well, I was on my daily morning travels, and I found a really great place. A really great place? Yep, it has crystal clear water and a white sand beach. It's got plenty of totally yummy gummies. This is named the Marine Resort. It's a Pokemon paradise. The Marine Resort? A Pokemon paradise? Can't wait to come and tell you and Rim right away. So I cut my daily trip short and came straight here to tell you. See where it is? Can you open your map for me? Yeah. I'm gonna go to Marine Resort. Let's go play there together sometime. Yep. Okay, bye! What a good boy. I think that's what we needed to do. I think now we can evolve. But you'll have to free me. I've been kind of wanting to talk to someone about it for a while. And what's happening now? Oh! Rem, Aqua! Hey, what's going on over here? We went to Luminous Spring recently. Look, you know, you can't really tell us apart now? Well, because of that, I like to evolve again. We went back to Luminous Spring Sea. How many times do I have to tell her we can't evolve past this form? But she doesn't listen to me, no matter how many times I try to tell her. We had no choice but to go there and prove it. So of course we can't evolve. But that's what I've been saying all along. But, something about the place feels different from the last time we went. Different? Yeah, the atmosphere is different. Like a fog has been lifted or something. I can't really explain it. It's like a different Luminous Spring than before. I felt that too. Just looking at it, nothing's changed, but there's something different. And I just remembered something. You tried to evolve there before, didn't you? But you couldn't? Well, correctly, it said you couldn't evolve for some reason. But since something seems different about Luminous Spring, maybe whatever was blocking you is gone. That is, you may be able to evolve now if you want to. Really? We can evolve now? Well, I don't really know if you can. I'm just saying I think it might be possible. But it would be worth giving it a shot. So if you want to evolve, then head over to Luminous Spring and see. Just want to let you know. See you! Trial and error. Let's have a look-see. I did get the Firestone, yes. Do you accept this? Yes. Let's go! The power of Aura! This doesn't look right at all! I don't know how I feel about it. Why does he look so stiff? He looks weird on the map. But I'll be interested to hear what you have to say later on, Sora. Actually, Isolate. Well, Sora too, if Sora ever actually reads my stuff too. I don't know if Sora seemed interested or not. Aqua has so much attack power, though. For Aqua to evolve into Ninetales, an item Firestone must be consumed. Do you accept this? Yeah, yep. Do you seek awakening? Let us begin. Ah, beautiful. Oh my god! Why is she so small? She's so tiny! She barely looks any bigger, but I look massive! What is happening? You distracted by me. It's understandable. She's a short queen, it's fine. Alright, where... what level is he? He's level 40? That's not bad. Yo, he's got the bubble beam, though. Looks like he needs a bathroom break. He has a stance. So even after with all of this evolved, freaking Aqua's still tiny. This is the four of us. I mean, I at least look almost the size of Isolate. Aqua's so small. I just want to give her a hug. She's smug looking now, though. I miss Vulpix's expressions, though. How long before we leave, do you think? Ready to head out another adventure. Oh boy, I don't know. So what kind of moves do they have now? We're gonna be wrapping up here soon, by the way. It's like, I'm getting kind of tired. It's been almost... I think it's been 4 hours. I kind of lost track of time because of the, you know. Yo, we got moves now. It's fine. I don't want to change back. We worked that hard to get to it. Aura Sphere. We'll remember that. Where did Focus Blast? The Dryer. Can I? Is Dark Pulse a AOE like a around you type of move? Let's have a look. Actually, might get Dark Pulse instead of Wide Slash. All enemies within a 1-tile radius. Dark special attack. Like Thunderbolt. Okay. Oh, but freaking Wide Slash is so much more powerful and more of it. Wait, hold on. That's 7 stars versus 6. Okay, not that much more powerful. I'll be getting to them soon, Ramirez, I promise. But have a good night, Ramirez. Thanks for joining us. Maybe. I still need a steel type move. I could get a... There's Metal Claw. It's not a bad hit ratio. Let's see, what can Aqua get now? Nasty Plot's not bad. Payback's not bad either. She had Will-O-Wisp before. It looks like she gets to keep these moves regardless, because normally Ninetales wouldn't have any of these moves. Okay. It's weird watching her walk. You could definitely tell they didn't. You know, I kind of wish they had cleaned up the evolutions a little bit more. But you know, it's fine. It's always the pressure of evolving your starters, because they kind of lose that thing you bonded with them with so long. But that's why it's literally a post game thing. But if we do any more streams of this game, it'll definitely be after a little while of a break, and it would mostly be just doing to go and see the rest of the games, the 7 wonders of the world, and those bonus dungeons. But as far as story is concerned, we finally reached the end of this long Midoriya's journey. Wait, what are these two? Going is far too much effort. Maybe we'll go to the hot spring, but going to the hot spring from here takes too much effort. We've been away from Treasure Town for some time. I like it here. It's so laid back. Oh, my motivation's slipping already. Oh, we're Minaqua. Mr. Desi left to travel a while ago. Mr. Desi told me to tell you, take care and thanks from Minaqua. Good morning, y'all. Another good day exploring. Yo, you showed him. We can go on like this without being scared again. Get my thanks for that. So we did all the things. We did all the DLCs. Well, not the DLCs, but you know what I mean. The bonus episodes. We did all the things. Except like the optional things, like the optional dungeons and whatnot. Those are still there, but we'll get to those later. Maybe. Okay, so the next Pokemon-based stream that will start up soon will probably be Pokemon Shield. I'm probably going to do some prep work with that. I'm not quite ready to start it yet. I gotta get that starting soon art tweaked for it so it can actually work for what we need. Pixelmon stream when, and then after that, it's probably gonna be XD. But that might not be until after I've moved. We have a move coming up. But I don't know if I'm going to jump right into it just yet, like next week, or if I'm going to... I was considering playing Sonic Adventure 2, you know, because we did Sonic Adventure 1 before the last 2 Pokemon streams we did, and now that Pokemon is done again, I'm going to also do a save point. Just, you know, I don't know when I'll be back with this. That just means I can finally unhook up the Wii U for a while. Wii U, you've been doing a lot of good work. We did a lot of good streams so far this year. So, yeah, I might do Sonic Adventure 2. I'm definitely seriously debating it. But I'm definitely... I'll probably take... Like I said, I'm not quite ready to start Pokemon Shield yet. And regular Pokemon Shield is I honestly don't think Shield will take that long to play through. It'll probably... It'll be a fraction of this game's time. Because, let's be fair, it's not going to take that long. It's not going to be hard to beat it. And it's not that long. It's probably only 25 hours, I'm guessing, maybe. I don't really know 100%. But, and I'm not, in a way, I'm not super excited for Shield, but since I'm going to make Aqua the protagonist, I think it'll be another situation of where we can kind of have our own fun with it. I also want to see if Shield is because we already talked about how bad the AI and the difficulty is in Gen 8. with Sword and Shield. Part of me wants to know if it's so bad that you can't beat the game with just the strange restriction I'm going to impose on it with having just water and ice types, or something very similar to that. Because I haven't done a themed team for a playthrough in a very long time, and never have done a water themed one. I did a grass themed one once for what was it? Pokemon Ruby, and I did terrible at it because grass isn't a great type, especially in the Hoenn region, and I think I cheated and used Kyogre in the league, because you have to catch Kyogre or something. So that was the last time I did a full theme, and I kind of broke theme. And then after that, I did a theme team of a land Pokemon train, like a dragon team, through Ruby as well, but I don't know if I finished it. That was what I did. Like Sapphire was my main playthrough file, and I did Ruby to screw around and have fun things with it, and I had a lot of fun with that. But it's been since the Game Boy Advance that I've done a proper themed team like that. Aside from obviously Brilliant Diamond, where we did Miitopia-based characters, so which that was a lot of fun too. Freaking leg itches. And so the other Pokemon streams I have left planned on the horizon, and we'll get to them when we just naturally get to them. Like Shield is gonna be next, then it's gonna be what was it? Pokemon XD. That'll be next after that. And Shield's not gonna take that long, so it won't be that big of a deal. And then after that, the only one I still have left planned, and that's if people are still interested in it, and it's partially just because I just want to see where I take that little Aqua Pokemon story in a way, which kind of that guilty pleasure, though Sora seemed to like it, was Pokemon Legends Arceus. It's not like it's super relevant anymore, but it's still fun, and it might be a fun stream. I don't really know. I'm not 100% sure how well it would feel. It's definitely a more single-player game, though, that's for sure. So, I don't know. We will see. But, those are the Pokemon ideas. I don't know if we'll get to all of them before the rest of the year ends, because Pokemon XD will take some time. It won't... It's a little bit longer than Pokemon Coliseum, but it shouldn't be... Did the Squirtle Squad steal Aqua? Whose man is this? Yo, Mr. Steal Yo Girl, Squirtle. He's definitely the one with the... He's definitely the Ash's room. We have to get her back. They stole the girl. Just freaking... Just the Squirtles with the freaking triangle sunglasses. I'm like, that's... Aqua would swoon for the water type. Face. Then we all jump out of Torpedo Bluff and transitions to the credits. Wait, who will carry Rim? I feel like he can fly. I can fly now? What? I'll just power up like Goku. I mean, Lucario and Goku share voice actors in Japan, right? That's how it works. Time skip protagonist powers. The power of Aura is something else. What about... You are a walking Goku reference. Maybe that's partially why I've always liked Lucario's design. I always liked that kind of... She's captured by the Squirtle Squad! It's getting to that tired point where I'm just thinking everything is funny. Oh, by the way, well, I'll have to mention it again because I think it's just you two left, and that's fine. I don't mean that in a negative way. Is it this? The rest of this week is the last of the streams we're going to be having, because next week I will be out in New Jersey, and I will not be back. I will be gone, I believe, from the 9th to the 13th. So we won't be having... So after this week, we won't be having... After probably Monday, we won't be... Next Monday, we won't be having any streams until the 14th of August. So basically, we're going to be taking most of a week off. The days that I'm going to be off, I will not sleep tonight in anticipation. I would not sleep. Ice, don't lie. You weren't gonna sleep anyway. Though granted, most of those days that I'm gonna be gone are days that I would have been working anyway, so it probably isn't gonna change too much. That just means we won't have any streams Tuesday or next Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah, or Saturday, because sometimes I stream on Saturdays, depending on how exhausted I am from work. You got me. Ice can read and write instead. But, I guess if anyone was still interested, I guess in closing thoughts, replaying this game again, it was a lot of fun. It's one of those few games I feel like, gameplay-wise, maybe not as much, because I remember it better gameplay-wise as a kid, but this game definitely holds up, and I don't think it really, I don't mind if it gets a remake, but it doesn't need one. It sits well on its own merits. I will say, if it does get remade, I will probably still get it. I don't know if I'll like it as much as this version, because Explorers of the Sky was a lot of fun. It's just, its story writing is so good, and it was such fun to revisit it again, even though I can see the elements of it feeling still kind of childish, but even for a childish story, it's still... We'll return for Season 3 sometime in the future. It was a lot of fun. It still holds up. It does have still childish writing, but it still tells a very solid story with those limitations in mind. Like, it never felt like it was inferior because it was a children's style story, because it had a lot of serious elements, because freaking Chunsoft does not discredit kids' ability to take things seriously, and that was one of my favorite things about this, especially over the first game. The first game was still good, don't get me wrong, it's still a solid game, but this one just did everything right with the sequel in terms of gameplay and story, and just did it better. I'll get around to writing the post-game. I've been writing a couple of one-offs recently, but I don't have anywhere to really post them. Maybe I'll post in this chat if I clean it up somewhere, but I'm, I started getting ideas for random story inspirations and just started writing them, because they would never work in my actual stories, but I wanted to see how I could write it anyway. Exactly, silly enough to appeal to kids, and silly enough to appeal, and serious enough to be enjoyed by adults. Exactly, that's a great way to describe this game's writing. Chunsoft does such good work. It's hard to believe these guys turned out to be the freaks that write the Danganronpa series, in a way. I feel like sometimes these little things can go on a little long, like these games, and but this game didn't really feel quite as tedious. The only tedious parts were the parts where I was forgetting the thing. Like, the leveling up sucks. Like, let's be fair, the leveling up grinding thing sucks, and the fact that they don't really let most of your other party members ever be used is kind of annoying. I won't, because, like, but aside from that, like, I just kind of wish we had some other story characters that could work as party members in story segments that could have made it feel more full. Like, sure, Cresselia popping every once in a while is fine, but and Grovyle was great, obviously, but having some characters that continue throughout as well, aside from the two protagonists, would have been nice. Even if it was someone as innocent as Bidoof, you know, or some of the guild members. Make Magnemite playable again. Or Absol even. Absol was a great use of a character that was just written in his original story and just made a great party member for whatever reason. His was an interesting thing. I think I like the premise of a rescue team more than an exploration team, but exploration they still do the same thing, not basically. The only difference is rescuing is not their prime directive, it's exploring, and they'll help people when they want to. But, you know, that was the only thing I think that maybe felt a little weird as a kid, but especially since it's my own writing. Like, that's the thing. See, I see these type of things, and I feel creative to want to try and write extra stuff too. But it's like, I probably won't, because I want to put that writing towards more original pieces anyway. Like, I'd hate to have to just pick up and writing an epilogue for this type of thing after the fact. Right, I get that, yeah. Plus, there's still legendary Pokemon to make story out of. I could have seen them going in. See, okay, I will say that this is a little different, a little bit of a different thing that I was expecting. I kind of thought with the Explorers of the Sky, we were gonna get a new, like, full-length episode featuring Giratina and Shaman, not together, but like, I thought I remember hearing that they were gonna address that. The Lucario in the first game. Yeah, that is kind of cool, though. Zoroark is a really cool Pokemon. What was I trying to say? It's, I thought it was going to have more brand new content compared to the original story. And it really mostly was just the special episodes and the Shaman Mountain. That's kind of really, I feel like that was all that was really added. And it's not that it wasn't good. I mean, like, it was good. I just kind of was expecting more. The fact that they kind of still didn't do anything with Giratina in this game story-wise is still kind of sad. Like, Giratina has a lot of great plot point potential, and that's what I really liked about his inclusion in Arceus. I'm not going to expand on that, just in case anyone here doesn't know his role in Arceus. His absence is super noticeable, yes. Arceus's is also noticeable, but to a lesser extent, because Arceus is... It's like, he is literally God. He's not going to just come down for whatever reason. Though you would think his time being paralyzed would warrant his attention, but, you know... If that'd be like, it's like if Superman suddenly showed up in a normal casual superhero fight. Well, now all the tension is gone because God has showed up. So, you know, I can understand not addressing Arceus because him existing just makes less tension happen because it's God, pretty much. Giratina, I felt, you know, Giratina could have vibed with Darkrai. But the thing is, we got a great execution of Darkrai in this game, so I can't really complain too much. I mean, sure, but like, every JRPG you kill God in the end. I'll say this, though. Being able to beat Evil Dialga the way you do was way more cool, in my opinion, though, than just Arceus. It made Dialga and Palkia in his own way in the post-game feel more important than just, you know, tools. Like, Arceus hadn't hardly had any kind of coverage in the games anyway up to this point. Like, and he really didn't until Legends Arceus. So, like, I understand in a way outside of the anime. But, like, I liked more character and stuff behind it. Plus, Primal Dialga is super cool. Like, his design was banging, and he had one of the best songs in this game, personally. I think as I've gotten older, the flutes can get kind of jarring, but, like, the song, the beat, the tension that song presents, it's so good. Like, it's so good. And, like, just Primal Dialga's design is just really cool. We're going doing Destiny Tower next week. No. I'm going to be taking a break from it for a while, and we'll see when we pick this up again. I don't know. The bonus content's not as big of a deal for me, but I feel like at some point in the future it'd be a shame to not use Aqua and Rem now that they've evolved, but, you know, that's not the major focus. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to stream tomorrow night yet. We're not doing Destiny Tower until Season 3. the fanfic season. I'm high on tired. See, now what you guys are doing to me is you're making me want to just write our own version, my own version of the story of this. That's what you're making me want to do. And I feel like I would accompany the 3rd season with these other areas later. I can do the grinding pretty easy with the golden seed trick, but, like, we can do that. I mean, I'd have to decide what kind of element I'd want to do, what I'd want to play as Rem and Aqua as, but, like, you know. I've already got a million ideas, Dad. I mean, I'd read them. Part of me wasn't part of me still wasn't sure if I wanted to base Aqua off of like another version of herself that just got sent to the Pokemon world and just kind of lived like she was always a Pokemon and not really realize she was a human, unlike Rem, who remembered he was a human. But see, then again, like, that would be a little harder to work, I feel like, in some ways, because, like, Rem couldn't be another version of himself because where he comes from is integrated into the plot, so it wouldn't really work the same, you know, if that makes sense. But I don't know. I'm like, is it really that important? It's not that big of a deal. But I'd read them. But I'm probably gonna pack it in now. I've been talking for a little bit. The multiverse exists for a reason. It's true. I mean, if I know Ice read a little bit. I think he read it. I think he did. I know Sora didn't. Like, one of Aqua's possessions that is in her lore, which I've just kind of, well, it's not really my full creation, called the Soul Dagger. It's a time stone relic, and it potentially can connect to the multiverse. It connects to the souls of the other souls of its wielder. So for Aqua, it'd be connecting to other versions of herself. So she has a in-canon relic that connects to a greater multiverse anyway. So it's not necessarily uncanon. The question I referenced the different versions of her in that little writing I did too when she glanced into the dagger. I was referencing some of the other things we've used Aqua in already, like with Death Road, Pokemon, and Miitopia, obviously. Plus another project that I had an idea of to use for her as a main character in the future of a different story involving you guys in a sense, but I'm not sure when I'll do it and how I'll do it yet, because I just want to have a better idea than a rough reference yet. Nothing exists for a reason. Why did I not? I'm just getting tired because I was looking at that and it didn't even click in my brain what that said until just now. Because I was talking and I wasn't really reading, I was looking. It's like they say, like, the brain can't do both at the same time. So yeah, maybe we'll start Sonic stuff next week. Right now, oh wait, no, tomorrow night would probably be Bug Fables. How did I forget Bug Fables? Your vision is blurring. That's how tired you are. It's like my mind went blank. You have to forgive me. I like talking about my lore from time to time. or whenever prompted. I don't know. I just like to get the feedback on that kind of thing. Okay, so so tomorrow night will probably be Bug Fables. We have that to continue. You see if I can... No! Don't do that. Don't hypnotize me. So be Bug Fables tomorrow. I don't know what time of the day it'll be, but that will be the plan. So it seems like right now... I don't have it set up. So it seems like right now the only ongoing streams other than Harvest Moon based ones that are always ongoing because that's their nature. I don't have it set up. I don't have all that stuff equipment. I need to get that taken care of. I want to, after my move is done, I want to try and devote some more time to that. Like, I've been mostly devoting to just stuff that's ongoing. So right now it's just Bug Fables, the newly started Great Ace Attorney, which I've been having way too much fun with. And whatever next Pokemon project I do, that's what it's do. I know I gotta get emulator stuff set up for it. I need to make sure my computer can run all that well and all that stuff. Get the, you know, whatever. So, that'll do it then for tonight. I'll actually cut myself off here. We're about, I don't want to get him in trouble. What emulator? I don't know what you mean. Just get the proper equipment. Exactly. And maybe one of these days coming up soon, before my trip, I can do another multiplayer stream or something. I don't know, maybe Jackbox, maybe Minecraft, I don't really know. I can't deny I've been in a mood to play Minecraft. The scars of the incident have been healing. I don't know. I get too many ideas, and then I get overwhelmed by said ideas, and then don't do any of them. That's just why I haven't had a lot of new series started recently. But then again, Mystery Dungeon took up a lot more time than I expected it to. Like, I knew it would be a long game. I didn't think it would be this long. I've lost track of how many streams this has been. The game that never ages. But it's been a lot of fun. I'm glad I actually did replay it / play it for the Sky for the first time. So I can, now my childhood wonders of what I missed out on have been situated. But it's been many streams. This has been like the first real RPG we've done in a while since like Persona 5. So, because this was an RPG length for sure. The next actual RPG I want to tackle, I think, that's not a Pokemon one, I kind of want to, it's either going to be, I hope I rewatch this series one day. I'm either thinking of dipping my toes, but not committing to a full playthrough of Xenoblade X just to see. But like, I think that will probably be more like a look into it rather than an actual playthrough. So I'm not promising anything on that, because if I hate it, I'm not gonna want to play it. We'll see. But the other RPG I'm thinking of playing and committing to actually playing would be probably Three Houses. I've been playing that game. I've been planning on playing that game for a while because I've seen too many of the characters, too many of the artwork, heard a lot of different things about it. It's like I want to experience it, and I don't know how long it'll take. But you know, shortest stream in this channel's history. So, and I haven't really, I never finished a Fire Emblem game. The only other one I've ever played and didn't get to finish was Radiant Dawn. Oh man, everyone's like waking up for Three Houses. I mean, Golden Deer, everyone, Golden Deer. I think all the characters that I do like of the art are already from Golden Deer. So, I was already leaning towards that anyway. That or the blue one, you know, with Dimitri. I know enough about it. I don't know if it would be a playthrough all 3 stories type of stream series, but we'd have to see. If it's one of those stream series where I play one playthrough, do the other 2 on my own, and do the final canon playthrough on stream or something, I don't know. I don't know how long it would be to play through the whole thing. Fear the deer. Yes, dear. So that's the next major RPG I'm planning on playing. Like, that's on the docket. Like, I'm looking forward to playing games. And I want to try and play some games that are like character customizable because I want to have an excuse to use Aqua in things like Xenoverse and stuff. I heard though Xenoblade X has character customization, so maybe that would work too. Hi, Dr. Chipotle. It's been a while. You're catching us here at the send-off for tonight. Excuse me. I hope you've been well. Haven't been streaming this late in a while lately. Other than last night, so welcome to the end. But the end is never the end. Oh, that's another game I want to play. No, I understand. I haven't seen you since October. It's been almost a year since then. It's been, what, 10 months, I think, if my math is right. Yeah, 10 months. Another thing I want to play soon was, like, I've seen it before on YouTube and stuff. I feel like it's kind of impossible. The Stanley Parable. Like, now, I know the whole stick to that game. But I also know, like, what, a third more of the game got added recently, and older stuff got tweaked and re-edited and stuff, so it's basically almost like a brand new game. So that might be, I figured that's the perfect kind of stream game to play. So I don't have it yet, but I want to play that soon. Because I avoided watching Kadoki's streams of it because I wanted to completely... Have I actually watched? I watched Markiplier's playthrough of the Stanley Parable back when it first came out. And he did, like, at the time, all the endings. But I have not seen anything since they updated it. I have seen nothing that's new about it. And it's also been several years since I've seen the game. So, even though I know about it, I probably won't remember everything about it. Like, my initial laugh and reactions to it will be... I heard the new content's good. I said they added a third's worth of the game more, is what I heard. That might be inaccurate. Probably worth one stream. Yeah, I could see that. I could see like a 1 or 2 thing, you know. Even if it was more than that, it's definitely not longer than 3 streams worth, I don't think, depending on how much, you know. I've never played it myself, but when I figured you've seen it, you've seen everything. So, I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing that as many people would be wanting to watch. I've just kept it on the back burner for now. I'll look into it later. Maybe sometime around the Christmas season. That feels like it kind of would be fitting around that time. But anyway, okay, I've been talking for a while. Yo, my favorite's the Broom Closet ending. That's the best one. I actually don't remember. There you go. Oh, there we go. We know that one. Oh, the Broom Closet ending is my favorite. God, I love that snarky narrator. I'd honestly play through the whole game on stream, even though I know it, just to experience it again. And maybe anyone in chat who has not experienced it before can experience it the first time in a stream of mine. So I'm gonna keep that on the back burner. But I'm gonna actually go for real now. Like I said, tomorrow night we'll probably do Bug Fables, and then again, most of next week I'll be gone, but maybe we'll do Sonic Adventure 2 before I do Pokemon Shield, and then Pokemon XD and whatnot. Those are the things I have planned. So, I'm gonna go. Bye-bye, everyone. It's been a great ride doing Mystery Dungeon 2 again, and yes, I'm glad to finally put the game to bed now. I'll have to see, but have a good night, everyone. Thanks for staying around, even through the glitchy terribleness after the end of the game, because honestly, if I had known it was going to take another 2 hours to evolve the Pokemon, I might have just not done it. But getting to see Aqua and Rim's child once again was pretty adorable. the happy parents are happy parents again. Anyway, have a good night, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow with Bug Fables. Have a good night, and see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.